when last we left off, you guys set out to the eastern ends of the island to recover your gear, so you would be better prepared for the trials ahead. Everything worked out flawlessly for you. You got your gear back and everything's in tip-top condition. Needless to say, now that you've got your summoning crystal back and all of your gear, you're back in tip-top condition, and money is no longer an issue. That means that Alyssia's brief but very flamboyant career in the brothel has come to an end. So you guys returned back to the cove with the masters and, shall we say, a few extra tag-alongs to spend the night and recover your strength and get everything back in order. You've still got a little bit of time because the return trip was actually much faster thanks to Henry. So you've got about another day to spare before events begin to unfold. Before Talion and his party return, and before the orders are issued out that something is not right with the literally active volcano that's about to, well, become, shall we say, well, active.
Frankly, we're going to take care of it before it gets too out of hand.
And just on cue, woohoo! If you heard that. Right, so what are you band of misfits doing?
I'm just waiting for Gordon to be confused.
Yeah, she can go with Gordon, but Iris basically said that she wanted to talk to Lucretia afterwards.
Right. For convenience sake, I'm gonna say that Gordon has just finished giving you a quick, shall we say, look-see, and what's wrong with you. And you can see that he's not hiding the fact that he looks a bit distressed. His expression does not fill you with much confidence about what has happened to you.
You will probably also notice that Lucretia does not look distressed this time.
I thought I made myself clear last time, Lucretia. You need to be careful. What happened?
It was my god, of course.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna explain the vision to him that happened when she took a part of my soul.
He looks at you with a very sad and sympathetic look on his face and says, Lucy, I'm not gonna judge you for your beliefs, but whether that's a god or not, you have your right to believe what you want, but it's killing you.
That's okay, I'm sure she's doing the right thing.
No, it's not. How can you say that? You have a family. You have people that care about you. Don't you think about them? How they're gonna feel?
I'm not going to lie and say that I like the sound of dying or how it's going to affect those around me, but if my goddess is doing this, I'm sure she has her reasons and it's for the best.
Fuck that. Punch her in the face.
What?
Daddy, yes!
Lucretia immediately looks taken aback. I'm not going to do that!
She's killing you!
It's probably for the right reason. I have complete faith in her.
How is killing you a good thing for any reason? Your life is sacred. Every life is. Treasure it more.
I'm just one person. If what I'm doing can overall help the fate of humanity, then maybe I should die.
Gordon is just gonna stay quiet for a moment to let those words sink in for a while and just says, are you just one person to your mother, your father, your brothers, your grandfather?
They were always more concerned with Horatius and... Anyway.
Listen. Gordon stands up and gets closer to you, putting his hand on your shoulder. Lucy, I know you just want to protect others. You're a very kind girl. You're the type that always throws themselves at danger without really thinking, just so you can protect the people you care about. But wanting to protect others is no excuse to get yourself hurt. Think of those around you and how they feel when they see you get hurt. Their hearts are gonna break every time they see you in pain, let alone something worse. Perhaps it's time to stop thinking about, well, what your goddess or what you want to do, and start thinking about the others around you. Listen, you don't have to say anything right now. I understand you're going through a lot. Just promise me you'll think about it. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, you look like you're malnourished. You probably haven't been eating well lately. So let's go get you something to eat, okay?
Alright.
Alright then. And he pats you on the back as you guys get ready to leave. And with that, Iris, I believe you were waiting to ambush her?
No, I just asked her to
Lucretia,
survive.
roll perception. No, I'm just kidding.
Drop kicks out of nowhere.
Descends from the ceiling like a man spider.
I sense Iris coming my way. Must defend from heresy.
Well, I guess Lucretia is just gonna fuck off then.
Hey.
Lucretia just kinda slowly turns to look at you.
I said I wanted to talk to you.
She crosses her arms.
I seem to have upset you.
No.
She says she's got both hands, you know, she's got that pointed finger, like, I seem to have upset you, but I don't know exactly why. Was it the comments I said about your brother?
She just kind of gives you a look up and down, and then she just absolutely face palms like this is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Well, if it is about that, then I'm sorry.
Are we in private right now?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
From your comments right now, I can tell that you have absolutely no idea what you did wrong.
She nods.
Allow me to explain. Your comment about Horatius earlier, that was just abhorrently rude. I realize you don't understand why, so I'll explain it to you. The reason he didn't want to go up to the hill is because he was afraid of what was going to happen. He was scared.
Eris looks rightfully confused about you saying how Horatius was scared. She's like, well, what do you mean? Why would Horatius be scared?
Well, maybe it has something to do with watching you all die in front of his eyes while he was unable to do anything except run away because he was mind-controlled.
That's not his fault.
He thinks it is, and that's why I got mad. If you throw comments around like that, it's just going to reinforce that he thinks it's his fault, even though it isn't.
Iris sighs and rubs the back of her head, looking rather guilty about such a thing. I didn't even know he could feel that way. I mean, he's one of the bravest people I've ever known. Didn't know he was even capable of fear.
She just kind of sighs and just kind of gives you a earnest look. Even the bravest people can feel scared and weak and hopeless sometimes. They're just people.
Yeah, I guess I forget that sometimes. But it's still not his fault. I know that he would have stayed there if he could have, helped us all. It's not his fault that it took literally magic in order to make him run away.
You don't have to convince me of that, Iris.
How am I meant to know these things when he keeps it all bottled up? She says in a bit of frustration at herself as well.
Over, well, quite a few years of being in the political system, I've gotten better at reading people, but Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell when people won't tell you. He kind of looks a bit frustrated at that as well.
Well, I'll have to say I'm sorry to him as well. What I said was very stupid. I thought I was just making a joke. I mean, the last thing to take seriously that he actually ran away on purpose. Or out of actual fear. But no, I should say sorry.
Lucretia nods. You should.
And I'm sorry for moving out of the way of your punch before.
It's okay. You obviously don't realize why I was upset, and I'm sorry for being a bit harsh before, but we do need to kill her.
She goes, that's probably not gonna happen. But,
well, of course we can ask her questions and interrogate her first, but unless you want to keep her around as a slave.
Slavery's not my thing, but prisoner of war
Then...
maybe, but that's maybe a fancy term for slave, but otherwise...
At this point, killing her would be more of a mercy. You either keep her around as a slave, let her go so she can be captured by people who are not as nice to demons, such as my people, or she can be captured by demons and, well, you saw the look on her mother's face. There's no more place for her.
Lucretia, why do you think I'm so adamant of letting her live?
Do you want the honest answer or the one that'll make you feel better?
Honestly, why do you think
I
of my
don't think you
reasons?
have it in you to kill.
You... She looks down for a moment and then looks back up.
All I've ever seen is you spare people and let them go. I've never once seen you kill anyone. I'd be surprised if you actually have.
I've killed many. I fought on the front line, slaughtered my way through hordes of demons.
Those
And
aren't people.
I've killed other demons before. In fact, of that very group that she's a part, was a part of, I helped kill a demon of that of high-ranking nature. I've killed humans before. But she looks around, she's clearly uncomfortable. Do you know something that I've never told anyone?
If you've never told anyone, how would I know?
I said, do you want to know something?
Yes.
Ori Rohana may have an inkling of knowing this. But do you know why I've never chastised Alyssia for her ways?
Why?
The way she kills so easily. Because I don't feel anything.
She cocks her head to the side.
When I take a life, I don't feel anything. No weight, no nothing. No sadness that a life has been taken. I don't even think about what loss it could have been to others. I've taken a human life before when I was younger. I didn't know him. It didn't matter to me. He was simply a danger to me, so I removed him. Killing for me is so easy. I don't want it to be, but I've never had the same feelings of taking a life as others. Even when the fort we were all in before you two arrived, the entire tangent of soldiers that we had battled alongside got wiped out. And I didn't feel a thing. I was sad that some memory of them was lost and I could never see them again, but their lives were weightless. Even when going through all that destruction, the first thing I did was run to the top of a tower so I could see who they had fired at me and my friends. I didn't even check if some were alive. Taking a life for me, it's not because I can't or I don't have it in me, it's because it's so easy. I could go in there now and kill her and move on pretty easily. But I can't. My other side of me just can't let myself fall into that. To just kill because an excuse of mercy. Just to kill because they had been a part of a certain group. While Alyssia doesn't matter either way on such things, I need this. Otherwise I feel like I'm gonna lose myself in all the killing that I've actually already done. She gives out a sigh and lowers her hands from the explanation.
As you lower your hands, you'll find that Lucretia has stepped quite a bit closer, and she actually takes your hands in her own. I understand.
You know, I think he knew Logan when he made me a leader. He may have known that doing such things was easy for me when he asked us, have we ever killed before? Alyssia just laughed it off, but me, it was uneasy. He probably knew. Because sending people into battle to die is probably one of the leader's key things. And maybe it would have had less impact on me than the others. She's generally looking rather sad about this.
I don't think that's why I made you a leader. Hey, Ivo, can you, shut the fuck up? Thanks. Anyway, Lucretia just says, I don't think that's why I made you a leader. It might have been part of it, but definitely not the main reason.
I hope so. I hope he sees something more in me than just that.
I do.
She smiles. Now you just make it but trying to butter me up.
No, Iris, I'm being honest. You know, you took me as your advisor. I've been having to pay great attention to what you've been doing, and with a bit of guidance, I think you could be a fantastic leader. You're immature, yes. Frivolous, yes. Don't really have that much social graces, but those are all things that can be fixed. What a leader truly needs is in their heart. Those aren't things that can be taught or learned. You have those qualities, Iris. You just need a bit of shining up.
Iris has a few tears like welling up in her eyes, and she's trying to look away. It's like, I'm not sure if I should punch you for the earlier comments or hug you because you just said that.
You can do both.
No.
She just brings you in and hugs you.
She hugs back. It's like she does tap you on like the back. It's like, there you go.
She taps you back. And that was for dodging my punch earlier.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. She just strokes your hair as she holds you close.
She just accepts it, smiling away.
Though, Iris, since we're already on heavy subjects, I should let you know that I'm not going to be able to, well, advise you the rest of, well, forever. I am dying, but now I have a ballpark estimate of when I should, you know.
It's fine, we'll just punch your guard. She says quietly into your shoulder.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
I'm sure we can find out something. She stands up, taps you on the shoulders, like a firm grip on your shoulders, like, I'll find something. Don't worry.
She just kind of nods, but you can tell she doesn't really believe you.
Hey, come on. How many times have I done the impossible already?
It's not that... I don't even know what it is. I just... She just kind of looks frustrated.
Lifting a hand from your shoulder, she rubs the top of your head. Look. I will find something. Eventually, I will find a way to make everything right. Just trust me. Have a little faith.
She actually kind of laughs at that, but she's crying now.
She brings you back into the hug. We're just gonna stand here and hug, it's fine. She says, still a bit emotional herself.
Yeah, it's weird, because when it's just the two of us, I don't feel like an afterthought.
You're never an afterthought for me. Why do you think I made you my advisor? I mean, you may need to cut down on the whole holy vengeance thing, but you give great advice. No matter what I do, who I talk to, be it demon, human, you're always there to give advice. It's fine. Don't worry.
She just smiles at you.
I need to wipe my eyes before we go back in there.
Yeah, should probably talk to Horatius.
She nods. I'm gonna go and get changed and probably have to arrange the whole rooms for tonight before tomorrow.
Yeah.
She...
Hope we don't get killed again. I really don't like dying.
I don't think that's gonna happen now we have everyone here. Though I was quite shocked to hear that I died. And not in the way I would want to. Or I would die protecting somebody. But I do hope I remember when I died. Because I want to try and connect with you more to know how you feel about all this.
I can't tell you about it. I was dead by then, but I think I might be able to... Well, I've never really used this on anybody here before, but I might be able to bring the memory back, if that is what you want.
Well, how about we wait until we get back to HQ? After all, if I do end up waking down over my own death, then at least I feel that some life has meaning to me. He tries to make a joke at what he talked about before. Anyway, she pats you on the head one more time.
I was about to say she gives you head pats. So we're just sitting there patting each other's heads.
Double head pats, perfect. It's like
you sense petting in you see not petting, I mean you sense pouting intensifies.
I also pat the sword.
I don't pat the sword.
You better go and talk to Horatius, otherwise we're gonna be here all day getting our feelings out.
Yeah. Well, I can talk to him a bit, but you're the one that's going to have to talk to him.
She says it groans, but no, she has to.
I can't do this one for you, Iris.
I know. I know.
Alright, then Lucretia's gonna fuck off.
Can you guys, like, stop fucking off?
No, we can't.
By the way, downstairs, Gordon is waiting for you at the table with a lot of food.
Me?
Yep. He did say
Okay.
that you need to eat some.
I didn't say that to anybody else. Is he trying to get me fat or something?
No, because he is literally an expert when it comes to the human body. He sensed that you've been skimping on meals and your nutrition's not on par. So you need to eat some good shit, and he's got prepared some good shit.
Good shit right here, right here.
You get some good shit right here, right here. I just kind of pout at him and eat. I've been eating fine.
That's not what the color of your hair says.
My hair is always this color.
Wait, is this evening or morning?
I'd say it's probably morning, since you guys had a night's rest during the night.
Alright.
He comes back from the whorehouse. 600
no.
gold and covered in cum.
Jesus, Amanda, we have at least a little subtle.
Oh, sorry. 800 gold and covered in cups.
I mean,
Hey Gordon, guess what I did last night?
she would have, except she's pretty sure Gordon would disapprove, so she can't exactly do that, like when one of the last things she did was talk to him.
Would it feel weird
She's greedy,
getting
not
fucked
stupid.
by those men and thinking about your conversation with Gordon?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be a problem. It's just that, like, he would probably wonder where the fuck she's been.
Oof.
Would be,
Mega
Daddy. I was thinking of you the whole time.
oof. Mega oof.
Jesus Christ, people.
Mega oof.
Your full expression.
I mean,
How is this my fault?
she's greedy, not stupid. It's not like she wants to have that particular conversation.
Anyway, I guess I just kind of pout and eat at the same time. Talking about how my hair has always been this color, and I'm eating just as much as everybody else. Why are you
Here,
picking
should
on
have
me?
some more spinach. It's good for you.
Why are you picking on me?
There we go. He stuffs it in your mouth.
I am not fine.
There we go. That's better. Here, have a little water to wash it down.
Why are you picking on me?
I'm not. I'm just looking out for you. Oh, there we go. You have a little on your mouth. Just a sec. And he picks it out with a napkin. There.
I can feed myself.
Of course you can, dear. Big Daddy Gordon taking care of them girls.
So, what's the plan today? We going to make any money?
Who are you talking to, Alyssia?
She's just asking the group.
By the way, Iris is stuffing her face out. What do you mean? We don't need money now. Oh.
I think you and I have a very different view of need.
But well, Hannah pays for everything.
You can never have too much money. You never know when you're going to need a slush fund.
I never get to touch it anyway. That's better.
Well, of course not. You would blow it on inane stuff.
Fun, inane stuff.
Money can be good for a lot of things. It can be good for cover stories. It can be good for bribes. It can be good for buying supplies. It can be good for buying weapons. It can be good for hiring other mercenaries. And the list goes on and on.
Isn't the mercenaries bit a bit redundant? Wait, don't we in a mercenaries outfit?
Yes, we are
Sure.
a mercenary outfit.
Yeah, I remember.
Of course we're a mercenary outfit, but there's still a point to hiring mercenaries even for us. You see, if we hire someone else to do the job and we do so anonymously, that means the job cannot necessarily be linked back to us. which can be in our interest if we want to do something that we cannot necessarily be seen doing.
I feel like this is a dark path this organization took before. I'm not comfortable with this.
Ashura suddenly pops up and takes a seat at the table and starts munching on some random meat that's on the table and says, "Wait, why are you guys talking about money and stuff? Aren't we leaving the island?"
Well, as soon as we take care of the beholder, otherwise, yes.
Beholder? What beholder?
There's a beholder in the volcano.
I told you this when you appeared. Oh, right, you were busy hugging Lucy.
Oh yeah, I did hear you mention something about that. Wait, how's that our issue again?
Because people will die otherwise.
Because it killed me and I kind of want to kill it back.
That too.
Alyssia snaps her fingers and points to Lucretia like, yep.
Oh, so this is a vengeance murder kind of thing. Oh, okay, sign me up for that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm totally for vengeance.
Call it settling the bill.
You can stab the beholder and its little mage friend all you want.
You set out from the Hunter's Cove and begin your long trek towards the volcano that will soon become a great battlefield. But you are going there early. So let's see what has changed.
Is it not on fire? Is it covered in tentacles?
Why would it be covered in tentacles?
Because there's a rapist.
We call them non-consenticles here.
Are they covered in non-consenticles? But what about the consenticles?
They're holy.
Consenticles are the celestial version.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still on fire?
As soon as you guys begin approaching the volcano, there is a loud rumble. And although everything seemed fine just a few minutes ago, suddenly the volcano violently begins to spew out lava at a very, shall we say, quick pace, quickly covering the area. There is no commotion, however, because the monsters that had run towards this part of the island, they are all just corpses. The entire mountainside is littered with thousands and thousands of corpses that are now being swallowed up by the lava.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wyvern.